when you think about that?
Yeah, well, one thing is there's not that many quarterback teams, so there's not that many options, and the Saints just haven't, for some reason, haven't been in that market, haven't been in that discussion. So you just go from 3, 9's not an option, 21's the next one. That's the whole conundrum here.
I mean, if you want to potentially compare history, the first draft we ever covered on NFL Network, there was a quarterback who was potentially number 1 overall and almost fell out of the first round until the Green Bay Packers went up and Aaron Rodgers. There really isn't much to compare what could be Shedeur Sanders night 2. And it's now time for night 1 here in Green Bay. It's time to put the Titans on the clock.
Champions aren't born. They're built all across America in places just like this.
All the time, regardless of what game or anything else, you play like champions every minute out there.
With each dream, each step, each moment, I wonder if talent and drive meet persistence and time. Now, greatness comes into focus in a place called Titletown.
Green Bay Packers select Aaron Rodgers. Kansas City Chiefs select Patrick Mahomes. The Buffalo Bills select Josh Allen. Commanders select Jaden Daniels. Let's go!
Their journeys have led them here to the biggest leap of their lives. Playmakers who have honed their craft to perfection.
Ward fires across the middle.
Shedeur to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
Defensive disruptors.
Abdul Carter.
Whose presence turns the game on its head.
Jetty to the right side. Touchdown.
A rare feat.
I wonder if you. Baby girl. Oh, that's really interesting. Baby girl, I wanna see you do the thing. Well, to anyone who joins late, I wonder if this winds up being posted. I appreciate everyone who does join. I don't know if there'll be many viewers, but I hope there will be. I will be watching the first 5 picks of the NFL draft. I do believe first, obviously, will be who we see on screen, Cam Ward. I'm not sure who the next pick will be, but I do believe it'll probably be Travis Hunter. Very interested to see what comes of this draft. I wish the Steelers had a better draft pick, but they do not. I wonder when the picks start. I don't know when the clock starts. I think they initially announced that the draft has begun. Yeah, I think it's going to probably go Cam Ward and then Travis Hunter. Hopefully, Abdul Carter goes to the Giants. That'd be pretty awesome. Abdul, Brian Burns, and what's his name? Dexter. That'd be interesting. I wonder where Shedeur's going to go. I want Shedeur to go to the what they call it, the Steelers. I really want Shedeur to go to the Steelers. That'd be awesome. I'm very interested though to watch the first round of this draft. Very interested. Let's see if there's anyone in this. Oh, 2 viewers. Let's go. I don't know who's in the viewing. I can't, unfortunately, click on and see. But to anyone who is watching, I appreciate it. I don't think they've announced the start of the draft yet. Word is Cam Ward will get the okay to wear number 1 from Warren Moon, apparently. I was just going to say, I think the last first overall pick for Tennessee was Earl Campbell. I think that, honestly, the best that Tennessee can hope for, other than Cam Ward, was probably to trade back and see what they can still do with Will Levis. But I think Cam Ward's pretty much the easiest pick here. There he goes. Wonder if he'll get booed. Let me see if I can screen share this. That doesn't look like this. Does that make it too laggy?
Very good.
I think it might make it too laggy.
Oh, wow. I think I saw Mason Crosby.
I thought of it.
Yeah, I got to keep it just to the entire screen, unfortunately. I think that should be better. Oh, yeah, Lil Wayne is a Green Bay Packers fan, but I think that's also the receiver that's now the host next to him. I'm really excited to see where Ashton Genty goes. I think Ashton Genty is kind of one of those wild cards that'll wind up getting picked a little higher than people think. I hope Las Vegas selects him. They could use a running back right about now, and I think the Jets will probably wind up taking a tight end. Tyler Warren. That's my guess, at least my best guess. Honestly, think that the Panthers might wind up trading back in the draft. They have a really good roster right now after free agency, at least, to make some moves if they can move back. Because they signed some pretty good free agents. If they can move back, get maybe like 2 more picks in the second and first round, I think that'd be more beneficial to them than probably having the 8th pick. I don't really think they need a top 8 talent right now, specifically for what they need. I don't think anyone in the top 8 is going to directly help them, other than maybe one of the 2 tight ends. But even still, I think nowadays tight ends tend to fall, especially after what happened with Kyle Pitts. I don't think anyone's jumping for joy for tight ends. Because Tucker Kraft, I forget the year that the Packers took 2 tight ends. They took them both in the second round. Tucker Kraft, and I can't remember the other tight end's name. Draft is always so long. Oh, they got Jordy. Damn, Jordy Nelson looks skinny. Amon Green. That's who it is, James Jones. I couldn't think of his name. He played at the same time as Jordan. They all kind of played at the same time, to be honest. So all the Packer greats that they're showing all played on the same team, I think, except Amon Green. Lil Wayne isn't a Packer great, but he is a Packer fan. Oh, the Texans and Browns already traded. Oh, they didn't trade. They traded some 6th-rounders. When did the Green Bay Packers pick? Probably closer to, the playoffs, so closer to the 24, 25, 26. Yeah, but my best guess is probably Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter. I really don't know who New England's going to wind up taking. And then between Las Vegas and Jacksonville, I think honestly either or take I don't think Jacksonville will take a running back, although I think they would like to. Because Tank Bigsby and Travis Etienne are over there kind of working their thing. But I do really see Las Vegas taking Ashton, and then the Jets taking the tight end. But New England and Jacksonville, for me right now, are kind of the curveballs. Jacksonville, I wouldn't be shocked if they took the linebacker out of Georgia. But I really don't know who New England's going to wind up taking, because I really think they were hoping to wind up get Travis Hunter. They are on the clock. I don't think they have any confusions about taking Cam Ward. Pretty bad season last year for Brian Callahan. I'm pretty sure I thought he was going to get fired. Will Levis had a lot of promise heading into the second year. I mean, he played decent his first year. He definitely played decent enough to earn him a nod at the starting spot. But, man, he really did not play too good last year. Very surprising to see how bad he played, especially with all the moves they made. And they made a lot of moves. Yeah, Calvin Ridley. They had DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah, I think it's Jeremiah Walker out of Georgia. I think that's who the Jaguars are going to wind up taking. Cam Ward had the most total touchdowns in college history. So I think the issue with this draft, especially with these first couple picks, is it hasn't been in a while that there's been this, or at least in a while, that there hasn't been like a standout. This is the top three, at least. And I believe right here it's kind of obviously Travis Hunter and Cam Ward are special talents, but I mean compared to the years prior, Travis Hunter is obviously up there. But I don't think there is who was the first overall pick last year? Last year's draft, I can't think right now. But yeah, I mean I haven't seen a draft in which it's been so kind of questionable after the first four. Especially even for the first four. I mean, you could argue that Tennessee is only kind of stuck in the Cam Ward because they have the first overall pick. I know a lot of teams that probably wouldn't take Cam Ward, like Cleveland, the Giants, and I mean, obviously New England took Drake May. Oh, yeah, Drake May was the third pick. It went Caleb Williams, Jane Daniels, and Drake May last year. Like last year, first three picks, three quarterbacks. Everyone knew those first three were going to be quarterbacks, you know? And everyone knew Caleb Williams was going first. I think this year there was so much back and forth between Hunter and him, and even Carter at one point. I wonder if they're going to take the full clock. I wish I could stay on this thing or on the live stream for the entirety of the draft, but I simply just don't have 4 hours in the night to live stream, and I also don't think people are going to want to stay on the live stream for 4 hours. Because I really want to see who winds up going for the Steelers. But as per usual, we got a nice pick right in between the 15 to 20s. Never getting a top 10 talent. I can't even remember the last time we picked in the top 10, other than Big Ben. I mean, I don't think we picked in the top 10 since then. Kurt Warner looks like Mr. Snow. It's kind of a crazy look for him. There he goes. There's the call. Big old smiles out of the team. There's a lot of moves. I wonder what that conversation looks like. I know we were 30th in sacks, dead last in points, but you're going to change everything for us. Who's a running back? I mean, I don't even know who their running back is. Oh, actually, I do know who the running back is. It's the guy from I cannot think of. I always forget names. The Tony something from the Cowboys. He was good. He was pretty good. He does look a lot like Caleb Williams. He also has a lot more pocket presence than Caleb Williams, though. Yeah, it was exactly like Caleb. Let's go ahead and outfit. Let me click back and see if anyone's still here. Yeah. Danny's here. Nice job, Danny. Duds. I agree, Danny. I want your Raiders to take the Ashton Genty. I really do. I really think Ashton Genty belongs on that team. As bad as they are, he's going to probably the worst running back room ever. I don't even think. I mean, what's his name? Who was the dude they had last year that everyone thought was going to be a breakout that you took in fantasy and didn't do anything? That guy. That's their best running back right now. Pick's in. I think it's going to be Cam Ward. Big shocker on my draft prediction. They could always swing things up. Take Travis Hunter. But I don't believe that's what's going to be happening. If they do take Travis Hunter, which I don't think they're going to be doing, that'd be insane. I wonder how the rest of the draft shakes out then. Because, I mean, obviously, I don't even know. Does Cleveland wind up taking him? And they have Deshaun Watson still, but like, do the Giants take him? I think the Giants have to take him. Obviously, it's a no-brainer for the Giants, despite signing Jameis and Russell. But I mean, there's no way they don't take Cam Ward. Man, it must suck being Travis Hunter knowing you're going to Cleveland, Ohio, to play for the Browns. What a disappointing team they are. Caleb Farley was good. That was their first round pick in 2021. I think they cut him 2 years after that. Yeah, he's getting booed. Yeah, there he goes. Yeah, Cam Ward. I mean, that was in the shot. Everyone kind of knew that was going to happen. Good for him. Oh, it's Ashton. And that is, I don't know who that is. Or who that is. What a nice little draft room. Draft is cooler when they let them sit on the floor and they would stand up and walk up. I mean, look how long this walk is. Dude's walking half a mile just to get to the draft thing for him to hold up the jersey and then walk away. Isn't that something? Oh, you know what? Actually, it does kind of make sense because then the clock is still running for the next team. All right. I was being a little bit of a stickler, but it makes sense in my head now. It entertains you while the pick is in. All right, that makes sense. That makes sense. Good for him. I wonder when the change came to make him the number one overall pick. He definitely wasn't on the number one for a while. And then he finished the season strong. Oh! Wow, they're going to take Travis Hunter. They got this. The next year first round pick. Actually, that's a really good. That's actually, I mean, they assume, yeah. I guess they don't believe in Travis Hunter like the Jacksonville Jaguars do. You know, this is the type of move the Jags needed to do. You know, they hire a new head coach. Trevor Lawrence hasn't looked great. You kind of don't really have any wideouts right now. I mean, who even are their wide receivers with Brian Robinson? I don't think anyone. Wow, big move. That's crazy. Good for Travis. So I'd much rather be going to Jacksonville than bringing Cleveland. You get to play with Brian Robinson and Trevor Lawrence instead of playing with Deshaun Watson and whoever the hell else is on the team. Let's see what the chat thinks. You guys like this when I switched to the chat to check out what you guys are saying? Yeah, I did think that Cleveland was going to, or one of these teams are going to wind up trading. And they got to be taking Travis Hunter. There's no way they don't trade up to take Travis Hunter. I wonder who Cleveland traded back to get. I mean, obviously they traded back. They still have a mind of who they wanted in the top 5 if they want it back at number 5. If they didn't want Travis or Abdul, because that's probably going to be the next 2 picks. And then I don't know who. Again, I have no idea who New England's going to take, other than maybe, like I said, the linebacker. Uh, 27 years or 28 years since this has been done. They're pretty far from the stadium. Well, he played till his senior year, so he also started his freshman, which kind of is the difference between him and a lot of the people that get drafted. They don't start till they're a sophomore, maybe sometimes freshman, and then they're done after 2 years max. You know, he played 4 straight years. Jags have sucked at the first round picks too. I mean, oh my God, C.J. Henderson, they cut him like the year after that. Kavan, he hasn't started. Trevor Lawrence was good. Yeah, I mean, we just said Trevor Lawrence. New head coach, Doug Peterson on the out. I didn't like that firing. I thought Doug Peterson was good. I just thought they didn't do great. With De'Ami Brown. Interesting. Oh, they added Patrick Ricard. Yeah, that's a good pickup. Oh, nice. I think he won Walter Payton Man of the Year. That's probably why he's awarding it. Or, yeah, that's exactly why. He didn't play too well last year. Oh, are they announcing it maybe? Oh, yeah, no, he did win. Okay. I wasn't wrong about that. So I know they do these things all around where they live stream to all the people at stadiums, and I believe my cousin is there right now at MetLife watching the live stream of the draft, which is pretty cool. He's excited. That's nice. Nah, nice. Yeah, I'd be ecstatic if I was Travis Hunter. It's an ugly suit. I love pink. Pink's my favorite color, but man, I would not be wearing a hot pink suit to the draft. Good for him. Man, I'd be so happy to go to Jacksonville over Cleveland. I'd be just as ecstatic as him. I can't even make fun of him for jumping around. Very interested who the Giants are taking. I wish they still showed highlights of them, not just player weaknesses and stuff. I mean, they show both of them, but still. I liked when they had the draft combine profile of them. Hey, you look so small. Oh my god, that dude is huge. That's a crazy catch. Yeah, that's beautiful. Dion. Yeah, but Cromartie didn't really. Yeah, okay. And again, I was gonna say Cromartie didn't really. Dion did it a lot. Yeah, I was gonna say Dion would play wide receiver some games. Good for him, man. That's crazy. Awesome, 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 awesome. They're ecstatic. Yeah, it's a pretty big surprise right there. I don't think anyone thought they were going to trade up. I'd be losing it if I was in Cleveland, man. Cleveland sucks. Pick is in. I think they got to take Carter here. I think that's pretty much their best bet. I wonder if I can turn these off. Orlando Pace made sense. I mean, he's a monster. I don't know who Darrell Russell or Kajana Carter, but 2 in the same draft is crazy. I don't think he is. I don't think he is going to impact them. I honestly won't be shocked if they wind up just kind of throwing him at one spot and don't let him play both, or make him focus more on one and kind of use him like Dion, where he's more one player but he can do both. I don't think he's good enough at cornerback. I think he's way better at wide receiver than he is cornerback. And I think they might make him learn safety because I think that's where he'll be best if he can play both sides of the ball. He's just not good enough in man coverage, like they said when if you could hear them talking when they drafted. He's like, I like him off way more than when he's on. And I really truly think they'll try to make him a safety rather than keep him at cornerback and wide receiver. Way easier to have reps and longevity. People are not in love with that good old. Look at him to the right. Look how sad. Look how old he is, man. Yeah, I kind of figured that was coming. Good pick there. I mean, he was first, second round or first, second pick talent, but obviously Travis Hunter and Cam Ward. Take those two out of the draft. He's probably going first overall. A big change. Get off Ben Von Miller. All right, New England. I want to know who New England's picking. I'll probably say to Las Vegas. I think Las Vegas will be my last pick because I want to see if they pick Gentry. He's fast. And he's got the grills, too. Wow. He's got a bracelet. How rich is Abdul Carter before the NFL? That's something I want to know. Man, his feet full of head to toe with diamonds. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. I think my cousin's at this at MetLife. So good for the Giants. Micah Parsons. Oh, Navarro Bowman. Wow, what a throwback. All number 11. I guess that's just what you wear if you want to go, top 10 in the draft. You wear number 11. You turn into a monster. That dude's 11. Look how old he is. I don't even think he knows who they drafted. I'm going to be shocked if New England's trying to shop their pick. I really wouldn't. Outside of the top 3, like, who do they want? Like, I mean, I don't know what guards or tackles are available, but still can't believe Baron Sheriff. If you see the top free agents, I can't believe Brandon Sheriff and Keenan Allen haven't been signed, especially Keenan Allen. And Jedrick Willis. I mean, Jedrick Willis, he's not even that bad. Yeah, Nick Chubb at the 100th. I mean, all he had was 1 year with an injury, and then a lot of free agents to still be signed. But that is the lifeline of running back. Eventually, you get hurt, especially getting hurt twice, and it's over for you. Ooh. It's I wonder what that means to him. Incredible. Incredible. Did he get the chain spell wrong? I think it says IC incredible. Interesting. Pick is in. Okay, so they weren't shopping that pick. Oh, first commercial. Oh wow, they didn't have commercials for 30 straight minutes. Interesting. Let me go see the chat. See if people are still watching. Still got 3 people. Probably my sister, my dad, and good old Danny. Yeah, I got 2 more picks in me, and then I'll probably wrap up the video. This is one of my longer videos. I think when I live streamed the last one, I did it with Andrew, my friend Andrew Nenner, and I think we live streamed the first 10 picks together, and then he wound up leaving, and I did the next 5 picks by myself. Chris Hansen, or Scott Hansen, Jesus, sorry. Dak. Icy hot. There's Shaq. What isn't Shaq in nowadays? No one's rolling out icy hot when they're in the middle of a basketball game. Say that full confidence. That was a good commercial. I like that. And I want to get back to the draft, man. I hate commercials. Especially no food ones, man. Give me a food commercial at least. There's gonna be a Visa commercial. Yeah, shocker. Peyton, picks in, man. Let me see the pick. They've done pretty good for first picks. Yeah, Christian Gonzalez was good. What's his name? Drake Mather's looking good. Cole Strange is decent, actually. He's not great. Who was their draft pick before that? Oh, Mac Jones. Yeah, Mac Jones didn't pan out how they wanted him to. Huh? Yeah, but they had the 17th overall there. I mean, they took a flyer on him. Yeah, then they had no. So, yeah, I'm wondering who they're going to draft here. Mike Vrabel, good hiring there. Didn't really think Gerard Mayo was going to stay on for too long. Diggs and Hollins. Morgan Moses. I met Morgan Moses' wife with my father in Pittsburgh. We were staying at a hotel in which we were going to see the Steelers and Pittsburgh game. Steelers and Ravens game, sorry. And we were sitting at the base of the hotel for whatever reason it was. And we started talking to his wife, who we didn't know at the time. And speaking of Kevon Chasen, the Jags pick, he probably was off the rookie deal. And she was like, yeah, I'm going to the game tomorrow. She's like, yeah, my husband's playing it. She's like, do you know Morgan Moses? I'm like, no, I really don't. I have no idea who that is. And then, yeah, it turns out that was his wife. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Good pick for them. I was gonna say for some protection for Drake May, because Lord knows they need it. Mm-hmm. Good for him. Good for the Patriots, I mean. I don't know if I'd be jumping with Troy to go to New England, as much as I love Boston. I don't like their jerseys. All right, Cleveland. What is Cleveland going to do? Who did they trade back to wind up getting? That is what I'm interested in. Well, I really want to know who's going to take Ashton Genty. Oh, maybe they take Ashton Genty. You know, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, they didn't re-sign Nick Chubb for a reason, and I don't think they had a backup. You know, the Bill Belichick didn't die in the New England Patriots after he retired. That's for sure. Big dude. $85. That's his overall. I wonder what Travis Hunter's was. I really like the Mike Vrabel hiring. I think that's a great hire for them. I didn't think Mike Vrabel shouldn't have been a head coach, and I'm really glad he's back. I'm really glad he's back. He's a good head coach. He's hype. I think Stephon Diggs went there because he wanted to be the wide receiver one. As much as I think he liked Texas, I truly think the reason he didn't re-sign there is because there's Nico Collins and Tank, and I don't think he likes being not the number one option. I think that's why he wanted to go to Buffalo, and then I think that's why he wants to go to New England. He knows that there's going to be no one else other than him. Oh, he's going to cry. Like, under the face zoom up. Come on. Man, wipe your nose, man. Come on, man. There we go. All right, Will Campbell. You gonna fight and die. I'm gonna fight and die to protect them for my life. I like that. Good for them, man. Good for them. What a pick. All right. Genty. If Genty doesn't go now, I'm staying in Las Vegas because I want to see someone take Genty. Interesting. Man, I think Ashton Genty is going to wind up going like 20th. And you know who I'd love to get Ashton Genty? Friggin' the Steelers, man. We didn't re-sign Najee. You get me Ashton Genty, I'll be happy. That'd be awesome. Wow, that's a big restructure for Deshaun Watson. Yeah, Ashton Genty. But I hope not because I want the Steelers to get him. Even though who would it go through? The Jets wouldn't take him. Panthers. They do have Chuba Hubbard. I don't know if they take him. New Orleans has Kamara. Chicago has Swift. So I don't think they've signed. San Francisco wouldn't. Dallas would. Damn, Dallas would probably take him. Dallas would probably take him. Because Miami, Indiana, Atlanta wouldn't. They all have running backs. Arizona probably wouldn't. Cincinnati probably also would wind up taking Gentry if they can. If you thought, wow. No, I didn't think they were going to wind up taking him. That makes sense. I don't think any team is trading back and then taking the player that isn't investing that is up needed. I don't think the running back is really good quote unquote position. I think Vegas is going to also take it offensive lineman. I don't think they're going to wind up taking him. I think Ashton Dempsey honestly winds up falling to probably Dallas, if at all falling. And if not Dallas, maybe Cincinnati. And if not Cincinnati, I really honestly probably think Denver. But I'll stay for the Las Vegas pick. I think the first 5 picks kind of went as expected other than the trade. But that was kind of what I expected the first 5 picks to wind up going like. I'll be fairly confident in saying I didn't. I know who Mason Graham is because I watched Michigan more than I watched LSU. But I did not know that there was the certified number 1 tackle to be taken. Congrats, Mason Graham. D tackle is always a great pick. It's like one of those plug-in, just like, I mean, if they're good, then they're good for the next like 8 years, and you got to worry about. You'll never hear of Mason Graham again. He'll go to the Browns, be really good for 7 years. No one will really talk about him. Unless you're getting like 19 sacks a year like Myles Garrett. People will not like this trade, but I think in the long run for the Browns, because of how bad they are, they're going to play there like Mason Graham as well as getting the Jags first-round pick for next year. Albeit, if the Jags, with the new head coach and with Travis Hunter and with Trevor Lawrence healthy and with the full force of their offseason, even go 8-8, it's going to look bad because then it's going to be okay. Especially if Mason Graham doesn't pan out, and that's going to look really bad. He gave up on a generational talent. All right, Danny. You think he's going to be a top fantasy running back this year, Deb? He's on a good enough team to do it. They didn't re-sign J.K. Dobbins. I would take him in fantasy. I'll take him every year in fantasy. He'll always let us down when we need him. Let's see what Las Vegas is going to do. I wonder. Oh, man, enough. I don't need to hear the interviews. I want to see if Ashton Dempsey's going. The only player I care about now. Except the Texas wide receiver. I want to see where he goes. I can't remember his name, but he was good. 77 athleticism. That's a little backwards. 93 production. How do you produce at a 93%, but you're not athletic? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Picks in. Let's go. I want to see Ashton Dempsey get drafted. I don't think he was going to be gone within the top 5. I mean, he's good, but he's not Saquon good. And everyone knew how good Saquon was. Ashton Genty wasn't doing it like Saquon was. Saquon was playing these big teams, putting up 200 yards. Ashton Genty was not. All right. This is who I said was going to pick him. Let's see if I'm right about one thing today. Oh, I was right. Nice. Good for him. Man, I wish the Steelers could have traded up to get this man. Good for him. Sucks being a Raider, though, huh? All right. How do I stop sharing? All right, everyone. I want to thank you for coming to the draft, albeit I think it's just my dad and my sister. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. I hope you enjoyed watching the draft with me. I hope you enjoyed seeing any of what I called out, albeit not much of it was right. Although I did call a draft or Ashton Genty in a trade, so I was pretty proud of that. I appreciate you watching as always. Next Wednesday, I will be back with a video covering the MLB. I haven't been able to get to that, but I do appreciate it as always. I appreciate all the support. And tune in next Wednesday. Thank you.